3 people have been shot dead and 5 have been injured in fresh violence in Manipur's Thoubal district. The authorities quickly reimposed curfew in Thoubal, Imphal East and Imphal West, as well as Kakching and Bishnupur districts to prevent escalation of violence. Chief Minister of Manipur N. Biren Singh has condemned the violence and appealed to the people to maintain peace. He has stated, and I quote, "Those who are behind the attack will be arrested soon and will be punished as per the law." Meanwhile, joining us on the broadcast is my colleague Arzu Said. Arzu, unfortunate news coming in from Manipur at this point of time. What can you tell our viewers?
Conflict between Methi and Kuki continues, and curfew has been imposed across Manipur Valley district on Monday after 3 people were shot dead and 5 other injured by armed men in Thoubal district, Lilong area. The district magistrate has said that due to the developing law and order condition in the district and to prevent any untoward incident and loss of life and property, further as a precautionary measure, the curfew relaxation ordered December 34 is cancelled and a full curfew is imposed in all the areas of Imphal West district with immediate effect. Also, curfew was reimposed in Thoubal, Imphal East, Kakching and Bishnupur district. According to the reports, the 3 individuals lost their life in Lilong during an attack by unknown armed migrants around 8 p.m. Authorities were actively investigating the situation and residents are urged to adhere to the curfew for their safety. Unidentified gunmen arrived in the camouflage attire in the Lilong Shinjao area and opened fire targeting locals. In fact, the statement has also come from the Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren Singh. In a video message, he assured that the culprit would be tracked down. Yes.
All right, Arzu, with that, I would like to thank you for joining us on the broadcast. But also with us this morning is Major Mohammad Ali Shah, defense expert. Good morning, sir, and thank you for joining us on NewsX. Yet another unfortunate piece of news from Manipur. 3 people have been shot dead and 5 have been injured. The Chief Minister of the state has, of course, condemned this, but violence has been brewing in Manipur since May. What do you make of these tragic developments?
It is really, really sad and unfortunate that earlier, yes, the Maites and the Kukis, we all knew about their fight going on. Now, earlier as well, in 93, there was a very bad Maite-Pangal clash. It was a deadly clash that had taken place, and which was later on followed by, in 94, there was another clash between Nagas and Kukis. In 96, there was, in fact, 97, sorry, there was a clash between the Kukis in an in-house fighting themselves. Now, this clash, which has been brought out, which came out last evening, my phone hasn't stopped ringing and buzzing with messages from my friends in Manipur since last evening, in fact, constantly. Apart from the New Year greetings, and this was going on. And it's really, really sad and very dangerous. I hope it doesn't flare up into something bigger. I hope it remains to this one strange incident, which we may call right now at the moment, because if it flares up, it's going to be really, really sad, and I am actually really deeply pained that why people are not. In fact, I must compliment you and your channel for actually bringing this up, because not very many people are keen to bring about stories on Manipur, and unfortunately, and I do it in my little way on YouTube, whatever little bit I can get access to. But I sincerely hope and pray that this does not flare up. Of course, and strict action is taken against the perpetrators, against the culprits, and a thorough inquiry should be conducted. And I would urge people not to refrain from rumor mongering, because rumor mongering will spread to something else. I was in conversation with the former deputy GOC of the division over there, Brigadier Neil John, and just about 2-3 days back. And he mentioned that mainly the fake news, afwa, the rumors, they also lead to a clash like that, and which also was instrumental in what had happened in Manipur after 3rd May, which we are seeing till today. And unfortunately, with great pain, I am saying this, that things in Manipur have not stabilized. Things in Manipur are still tensed. And people, just because media has stopped covering it, so people think in the mainland, and everything is fine. Though I should not use the term mainland because everywhere is mainland. Even Manipur is our own country, our own people, our own near and dear ones, our loved ones who we love with genuine heart. Now, if such a thing is meted out to a state which has actually contributed a lot in nation building, they are the best sportsmen, they are the best literates, they are the best intellectuals, they are people from, when I say Manipur, I mean of all tribes, all communities from the state. So it is really sad when a state which has contributed a great deal towards nation building and that state cannot be neglected, cannot be ignored. They are our own people. They are, my experience with them has always been that they are people of principle, they are people of character, they are well behaved, they are disciplined, they are hardworking. And when they have an asset to a nation. There's such a huge asset to, I see a clash that took place, and people should not categorize it as a Maite Pangal clash, because Pangals, who are Manipuri Muslims, they also are Maites, in fact. In fact, in 1972, the chief minister of Manipur was a Pangal, Muhammad Ali Muddin. So the very fact is, and there is a place in Manipur called Sora Basti in Kakshan. Kakshan is close to Imphal, towards Thobal. I have spent reasonable amount of time over there in that place just before you reach Palel, in fact. So, there used to be an underground faction called Pulse, People's United Liberation Front, which was a very weak faction at that time, which is now also, I don't think it's a very, very strong faction because we don't hear of it much. So the very fact is, like UNLF, in fact, United Nations Liberation Front, which was primarily dominated by the Maites, in fact, they have come into a truce agreement. They've signed a friendly truce with the Indian government, which is a very, very welcome step. So, and then there's PLA, People Liberation Army, there's KYKL, Kanglai Yavon Kanalop. In fact, the 12 KYKL chaps who were released by the army when they were surrounded by Maida Paivis, the decision the company commander took on ground of releasing them was the same group of KYK which I am talking about. So the very fact is, even I have very, very dear friends, in fact, who are Maite Pangals, that's Manipuri Muslim, in fact. There is Abdul Qadir Shah, who had graduated from the National School of Drama. There is Fariduddin, who's a professor, who's an academician, who I had the honor of interviewing as well. So the very fact is, these people always talk about peace. They always talk about brotherhood. They always talk about unity. They always talk about bringing normalcy into Manipur. And when there are talks of bringing normalcy into Manipur, just then, such a clash takes place, that too on New Year's Eve, on New Year's Day, sorry, not New Year's Eve, on New Year's Day. It is extremely sad, painful, and the kind of videos that have surfaced that my friend have sent me, oh God, it is actually very, very painful.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.